storm show. Ay, it's a storm show.
3 o'clock in the morning. Wayne had the house number. So now, mind you, I have my kid. My husband has his kid. We have kids. And by the way, it's my house that I pay for. I pay all the bills. Everybody's dependent on me. I'm the boss bitch. Like, you don't pay for nothing.
You don't answer no phones around here.
Whatever. I do what the fuck I want. And I remember just waking up my husband like, hey, like, I gotta go. I'm taking the Rover. You gotta move your car.
You couldn't move it to the street and then pull it yourself out?
No, I'm not doing all this manual labor. And then he would move the car. And then I remember one particular night, I was in my car, I was backing out of the driveway. He moved his car into the street, and then he gave me a kiss goodbye. I'm like, all right, baby, I'll see you in like 2 or 3 days.
Not 2 or 3 days.
Yes, and then I'd be gone for 2 or 3 days, and then I would go home to my husband, and he would have my dinner waiting, my bath water ran.
I want to be like Elizabeth when I grow up.
And then like a glass of wine, like, welcome home, honey. Did you have fun? Yes, bitch, I had so much fun. Or my 2 boyfriends.
She
and
said, yes, bitch, I had so much fun. Now, I'm gonna mute that and just let that play in the background as we talk. But here's the thing, Elizabeth. You know, you said you had Bow, you had Wayne. Whenever they called, you went out, you screwed them, you did what you did. I'm hoping you got some paper out of them. Then you came home to your husband at the time where you paid the bills in the house and you controlled things and you was basically the man of the relationship and your man was your bitch. It is what it is. And, you know, I know it felt empowering for you to make somebody your bitch after you had literally been the industry's cum bucket for decades. So you had to find a weak ass man to do it. And I kept trying to figure out who was her husband. What man was allowing this? And the people had to remind me, Storm, her husband at the time was Eddie Winslow. Eddie Winslow. That was her husband. Eddie. It wasn't Columbus Short that she was out here doing this with. That was Eddie. And then I sort of said, well, damn, he don't mind you going to get some D when he like D too. And I know that Elizabeth was proud as she told this story on this podcast. Good Moms, Bad Choices. Yeah. She was, shout out to them. She was proud, and shout out to It's On Site. She was proud. And hey, I get it. You was the boss bitch. You was running things. But then I sat back and said, well, if you like D and he like D, and he get to live rent free and bill free, and all he gotta do is let you go get ran through, and he still got a roof over his head, food in the refrigerator, a cell phone network, this, that, and the third. Elizabeth, whether you realize it or not, I want you to think, were you really a boss bitch or were you being pimped? Were you being a boss B, or was this man inadvertently or passive aggressively pimping you? You went out, you got the bag, he didn't have to work, you came through, he ran you a bath, you washed the semen of those other men off of you, and y'all went on about y'all day, and he really didn't give a damn, because best believe your husband got down in that bed while you were gone too. Do you think he just sat there and twiddled his thumbs? Or I'm just saying. So sometimes people, before we get on podcasts and we brag about things that we do, we should probably think them through. And I know this sounded great and this came out sounding good, and the host did not want to challenge her, because you're just letting your guests tell their story. But when you sit back and think of it, this is actually some of the smoothest ass pimping I done heard of. Oh yeah. You tell me what to do, baby. Yeah. Oh, you gonna do what? You want me to move the car? Oh, don't worry about it. I ain't really got to see you like that. I get breaks. We married. You pay all the bills. And all I got to do is dealing with you, you know, coming home with another nigga nut in your mouth every now and then. I'm just saying. Is you benefiting, or really is it your husband that's benefiting? What y'all think? Sounds like a pimp situation. I'm just saying. But moving right along from that, people, we're gonna talk.
It's a storm show. Ay, it's a storm show.